tier list. So let's see.
Let's see how this plays out again. Welcome back to our final game of today. It's going to be the Burmese Ghouls versus RSG. Welcome to the land done, and let's get this battle on its way.
KZP here going straight for that jungle. Ruby DD is ready. And as you can see, the silence is there. Look at the damage output, and RSG starting this off with a poke, with a harass on Ruby DD.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting because they didn't really need to do that. They didn't need to go for this harass. They just needed to kind of push the waves as hard as they can. And unfortunately, that's going to force the reset onto Ruby DD. And oh my goodness, KZP is going to force something out of Ruby DD. They're not letting him hit that level 2. They're forcing him out of the lane. He can't walk back in. He needs the help of the rest of his team to do something. He's already missed an entire wave on the EXP lane.
They weren't even planning to go for the invade. What they wanted to do was, in fact, just shove the Benedetta out of the lane.
Yeah, and they've done a phenomenal job at just that. KZP rotates back. He wants to get maybe this time around, but looks like it's going to be A-OK. Ooh, Kid getting chunked down really, really low. RSG, and again, Sync just he goes for the dive. He successfully kills Ruby DD. Ruby DD is completely out of this game. He is just gone.
Look at this, RSG. This might not have favored them in the draft in theory, but in terms of execution and application, man, they're just acing it right now.
They are punishing the Burmese Ghouls. Like, what in the world? Like, it's such a minute detail, but the fact that you missed out an entire wave on the EXP lane, Ruby DD is not coming back anytime soon. Thamos will abuse them, and maybe he's trying to buy some time here, but even Sana himself gets a little too hectic here. He thought he could hold on with the Vengeance, but it's still not exactly the most powerful battle spell. It's good, don't get me wrong, but not strong enough to hold his ground.
You know what? Khaled, as a side laner, as an off laner, isn't that strong as he used to be. But if you give him like a lead, like, you know, level 3, level 4 like this,
yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
They're
you just got certain items that your enemy team doesn't.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep abusing him time and time again. This has to feel so bad for Ruby DD while the rest of his team is getting ahead to level 5. He hasn't even hit level 4 in comparison to Sync, who hits level 5 with no problems whatsoever, and he is running out of time to catch up in that EXP lane.
So right now, a lot of let's say a lot of responsibility has been put into D, and Sana here almost going down. Shadow kill plus the ultimate coming out from D.
I'm not entirely sure Sana's thought process there, but I think he couldn't decide on completely retreating or picking up the Molten Size to go for a little bit more damage. Yeah. And I think it was a tough one there, but I don't know if Hayabusa's Shadow made contact with him and Hayabusa hadn't taken it back. So, well, hopefully Wolf will cover that in his analysis.
And Ruby DD here, trying to get the scraps of war. He doesn't have his turret anymore, obviously. But right now, this is going to be a good time for him to show the lanes and just get farm.
Yeah, and let's see how that works out for him, because right now Burmese Ghouls on the back foot. They're still maintaining gold pretty well. Ruby DD, unfortunately, has absolutely lost his lane. It's unfortunate to say the least, but he's not completely out of it. He has caught back up, managing to get 2 waves for himself in the EXP lane, pushing him back up to 5 at least.
And this is what we meant about RSG, knowing where to hit and when to hit it.
Yeah.
And these are the pressure points that you don't see right now, but in time, you are going to expect them to, you know, have a bit of a shortage in terms of damage just because the Benedetta had a late start.
Yeah, but again, Burmese Ghouls, they did get the turtle, and that's going to be super helpful to catch them back up. So the early game essentially has been nullified. The only real difference is less pressure on the top side without that tier 1.
Would you agree with me if I told you that someone said that to make someone in lane you know, come back from a deficit, you should just leave him be.
Yes and no, because again, he got abused a couple of times. 2 times, in a matter of fact. But hold on, hold that thought. His turtle has been taken away. BG looking for an optimal play, trying to force something out. KZP just hiding in, gets a lot of damage, but again, wasn't able to get back with the rest of his team and gets punished hard with the OK Shadow kill.
No. Ace and the others, they're making this lineup work for them right now, and LY4 getting caught out. Burmese Ghouls, they have been awakened here.
Yeah.
And they're just going at it. I mean, RSG got the early head start, but right now it doesn't even matter. Burmese Ghouls is finding their way back into this game.
Yeah, I mean the mid game has been looking so good for them, and Ace being able to find those kills as well with the help of Maybe has been so beneficial. Sync getting some good damage, but it's a 3v1 situation. Is able to ult on out there, gets hit by the stun, and unfortunately not gonna be enough to save the day. Even Jason looking for the return kill, unable to find it with a meteor shower.
He really just wanted to get that turret, and he will get it at the cost of his, at the cost of his, ultimate. But then again, looking at it, D here, it's not getting the kills, but you know what? He's been contributing a lot to these skirmishes or the fights that Burmese Ghouls are winning.
Yeah, I mean, the Benedetta pick, it has come back, and it was able to kind of just slowly take over this game. And D, especially, putting a lot of that work in on himself to make it happen. Oh, RubiDD now in trouble. Ooh, manages to get out of the way, but unfortunately, that side has been covered by KZP as well, sending 3 members down for that dive. But look on top side, they're mirroring the exact same thing. Sana has to hold out. He has the vengeance. He needs to clear this wave, and he's gonna start popping it now. I'll take all the damage that you can throw at me, because that vengeance is a great spell against the Hayabusa with the help of Chang'e and the meteor shower to deter them from pushing any further.
Great move coming out there from Sana, just trying to, well, he did go and just clear the minions, just to stop the push. Turret lives for another day, and let's see, Ace here, they're really trying to, get as much gold as possible. They want to make Ace big as possible so that they can fight early as well. Hayabusa is one of those heroes that he has a mid-game power spike.
Oh, that's nasty. That is so nasty. LY4 gets caught out. Sync using the Sandstorm Guardian. Tries to chunk out as many people before going out, but it's going to be a mega kill. What a Loi ultimate. What a fast rotation. Just catching RSG off guard. They weren't ready for that trick to be used on them.
And they, Burmese Ghouls just goes, you thought you were the only ones who used the Louis? Let me show you how we do it. This is how we do it in Myanmar.
This is how we do it in Myanmar. KZP finding the cleanup on the back line. Can he get Kid as well? Oh no, Kid. He flickered the wrong way, but he's able to get the good stun onto Natalia, buying him just enough time to make it on out of there. Oh boy, that's a scary situation to be in.
Brute Force Breastplate was picked up by RubiDD. That will give him the extra tankiness that he needs to fight against, what, Khalid?
Khalid? I don't think he really needs to win the matchup at this point. He just needs to push the lane and
probably, against Natalia as well. Just, In general,
the stats are always going to be good. And D, he can naturally handle Sync all by himself. He is absolutely fine. He's going to be transforming as quickly as possible. He comes in really, really hard. Brave strikes as well. Oh, such a
always remember the bane to his existence.
Yeah, it is not great. And just to rub more salt into the wound, they even brought Maybe to come on over as well to ensure, Sandstorm Guardian, Quicksand Guard, big deal.
It's as if, he needed help, but just to be safe, Maybe just went for his passive, and no more healing for you. Anti-healing on point. Maybe here, they're trying to assist the Hayabusa. Hayabusa goes down in the process. Vengeance is up. Spell is there. Chang'e trying to help his ally here. Sana really wanting to fight. And look at Sana, is just way too tanky. And here comes the cleanup crew. Harith goes in, but he gets magneted. onto that ball, and LY4 almost taking down maybe.
Yeah, very, very close. This is becoming quite the game. Burmese Ghouls really finding their stride, and the snowball is pretty much rolling. But a lot of these kills are going. Oh, this corner getting go. Oh, he makes it just in time. Oh, too close for comfort. D, he's just gonna let him go. It's like, yeah, stay back. Don't come anywhere near my jungle.
Yeah, and you know what? It's because of his attack animation or skill cast animation that really costed them that, kill. But all in all, I think it was a great move coming out from Kid, just being defensive and aggressive and knowing the timing of when to use his skills.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job, and KZP is going to go invisible once again. Start putting the hurt in random people and scouting out for information. RSG definitely are taking it back just a little bit. Burmese Ghouls, they are also playing very precautiously. They're not playing as reactory as we did see them in games 1 and 2. They have taken a much slower approach against RSG.
They have their eyes set on Sana once again. Ace here will try to go for the shadow kill, and they try to burst him down, but D on the other side of the map, he gets the meteor shower in the face. KZP is the next casualty here for the side of RSG, and as you can see, maybe going in, and Sink gets his revenge, but Jason got the kill.
Okay. Jason able to get that kill. He's 3-1-3. Let's have a look at the items to see the current status of these players here. 2K ahead. I wouldn't even say 2K. About 1.5K ahead for the side of the Burmese Ghouls, and they're in a comfortable spot. Let's have a look. It's going to be the Ice Queen's Wand and the Glowing Wand coming in from Jason. Sana got Brufa's breastplate, and he opted to go for the Demon Hunter's sword. Okay, fair enough. LY4, Calamity Reaper, Feather, Leviathan, Sink did get the Bloodlust Axe, Blade of Heptaseas, KZP going naturally, Blade of Heptaseas looking to go into Blade of Despair, and on the Burmese Ghouls side, it looks like it's almost pretty much about the same. However, Ace, he is significantly ahead in gold.
Ace here, he is having a bit of a field day in terms of just getting those items. It's not as fast as it looks. To be honest, at 12 minutes in, you have the Despair, the Machete, and the Endless Battle. It could have... I think he needs one more item to just go online. He needs one more item.
He just needs a little bit more. And I don't know, because they're going to hit their item power spikes at about the same times, and then it's still a 50-50. So Burmese Ghouls really need to start timing it well. Luminous Lord is up and about, but again, the macro play, you can definitely see both RSG and Burmese Ghouls, they're waiting for the person to throw the first nuke.
Burmese Ghouls just riding on the fact that they can keep on getting the kills on the Khalid just because they have the Baksha. And Baksha here, I think he always has his eyes set to wherever Khalid is. Because whenever he's there, everyone just gets the capability to take down the Khalid.
Take down the Khalid. D going to be the first person to jump on, but that spell map is keeping him a lot more alive than he should have. But that's not going to be it. They trade 1 for 1. It's not looking good as the rest of the team is coming in. The Diamond Force has already been popped at Ace. He is finally coming in to join the fight. He's going to be able to get another one, a 2-for-1 trade. Looking real nice. And Ace on the chase. LY4 waiting to get the Diamond Force, but it's just a little too late. Sink unable to get his ult over the wall. Ace is just cleaning up shop. It's going to be 4-for-1 in favor of the Burmese Ghouls.
That was a lucky bounce for that shadow kill. It went straight for Jason. Jason was forced to use the flicker, and the timing was perfect for the quad shadow to come out. He went straight for the kill, got the shurikens out, and that's going to be a triple kill for him. Talk about perfect timing for that Hayabusa.
Yeah, I mean, he was at the right place at the right time, and he took full advantage of that situation. And now RSG just 5K behind here. Not the best position to be in, but their next upcoming power spike is soon. They can't fight from here on out as Burmese Ghouls just hit their own power spike, so it's something to keep in mind.
Now, Sink and the others, they need to be very careful. Nobody can die on their side because the Lord is coming out in just a bit, and it's going to the bottom lane. And let's see, how will Burmese Ghouls push? Will they push with the Lord, or will they push another lane?
I think it's going to I think they're just going to let it be because as of right now, the waves are kind of crashing simultaneously and they quickly teleport in towards the jungle using Loi's ult to try and make something happen here. As they make that rotation, you know, RSG expecting them to be a little bit further away. Okay, they just got here a little bit sooner. No big deal, no big loss. Still, net worth exactly the same.
And as you can see, the Lord is here. This is the Luminous Lord, so the charge is up.
KZP in the backline. He's come on towards Kim. However, he gets stunned in the process. He gets taken out, but the rest of the squad can't seem to make this happen. Even Sync himself using his ultimate was not enough. Quicksand Guard trying to block as much of that damage. LY4, he manages to pull through. He finds one. Can he get another? But Lord is knocking on the door, and Jason unable to join the fight. RubyDD is going to keep up that push. 4 for nothing again. Jason trying to just hold out, but instead they needed his damage to finish them off, and there we have it. Burmese Ghouls take it away 2-1 against RSG. GG, well played.
KZP, he did a lot of damage to the side of Burmese Ghouls by the dashes, but it wasn't enough. They weren't ready to take that fight, and Burmese Ghouls saw that as the ray of hope so that they can just end that game. Jason was there to try and trickle down the Lord a bit, but you know what? It was just way too much damage.